Okay, hi, this is Eric Stromquist with Control Talk 2.0. My guest today is Chris Lane from Johnson Controls. Chris is a senior product manager at JCI. If you've been around the controls industry, work with Facility Explorer at all, if you're lucky enough to talk to Chris, you get your problem solved. He's one of the truly great technical people in our industry. So Chris, welcome to Control Talk.
Thanks, Eric. Glad to be here. Glad to be talking with you about Facility Explorer.
Tell our audience a little bit about who you are.
I'm the senior product manager for Facility Explorer, which means I do a lot of coordination, planning, and development with regards to the product line. Kind of own it from cradle to grave throughout its entire product life cycle. I think I spend the majority of my time on new product development. So I'm out there talking to customers, looking at our competitors' products, finding if there's any gaps in our product line, if there's any new features that we need to add. Then I come back to the business here and I work with engineering, find some new product concepts, work with them to make sure they understand what the requirements are. Once we get a project kicked off, I'll work with engineering to create the new products or the new features, the new additions. I'll work with sales on crafting what the marketing message is going to be, work with marketing to create any kind of collateral that we want to support the new offering. And I'll work with our technical support people to make sure that they understand how to answer the calls when they come in and be able to provide the support for the new products that come out.
If our worldwide control trends audience is any barometer of your success, the fact that you guys have been nominated for so many Control Trends awards with your Facility FX product line, it's got to be a great indicator of what a good job you're doing, Chris.
Well, thank you. We're really proud of our product offering, and we've got a great channel of contractors and distributors and channel partners that help us really make this a true success. So,
could you do a quick overview of the Facility Explorer product line and maybe sort of highlight the differences between that and maybe the product that some of our customers might be getting through your branch partners?
Sure. Facility Explorer is a building automation system, so it's a large family of products that interact together. It's one of the two building automation system product families that Johnson Controls offers. But the key difference is that Facility Explorer is exclusively sold, installed, engineered, serviced, and supported through our independently owned distribution and contractor channel.
What a great product line you have. I think when we sort of were breaking it down compared to some of the other systems that were nominated, it seemed like one of the things that was really great about that product was its ease of use, its usability.
Yes, one of the subfamilies within the Facility Explorer product family is our FX supervisory controller family, which adopted the Niagara framework. We were one of the early adopters of the Niagara AX framework back in 2004, 2005-ish, and we took advantage of their appliance feature in order to make some field productivity enhancements on top of the workbench. So our FX workbench, for example, when you identify or you want to map in one of our FX controllers or equipment controllers, it will automatically map the points in for you. It'll automatically create a graphical view for you. And that saves a ton of time on the engineering side of things when you can create graphics automatically and not have to manually map points in.
Now, is that part of your FX asset tool, Chris, that makes that product so unique?
No, FX Asset's a little bit different. It's more on the front end. So the FX Asset tool is used more for the initial estimating and the engineering of a project. So to make sure that you're selecting the appropriate products, that they work together appropriately, so that your project bill of material is selected correctly. And it also starts kicking off the engineering process. Then you get into the actual configuration of the controllers, which uses the FX Workbench for the supervisory controller line, and then the PCT tool for the field controller line. But they're all tightly interacting.
I tell you what's really cool, at least the customers we talk to in our territory, they just say that chops so much time out of the whole process of the job. I mean, I think if you're a contractor and you look at your cost, I mean, obviously configuring the controller is part of it, installing the controller is part of it, but just the whole thing with the submittal and estimating the job, I mean, that's a soft cost, but nonetheless a cost. And from what I'm hearing from our people, that really sort of saves job costs that way. Was that something you would agree with?
Oh, definitely. One of the things that we learned when we go out and talk to our customers, especially our channel partners, asking about what new features or functions they want us to add to our product line, they say, whoa, 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 we've got enough, features and capabilities within your product line. What we would like to see you do is make it easier for us to execute an installation, or make us more productive when we're using your products to craft an entire building automation system solution for our customers. So yeah, I'm definitely hearing the same thing, and that's where we focused a lot of our time and attention, on the tools, on the productivity tools, um, as well as almost as much priority as adding a new product feature.
When we think about Johnson Controls, we really think, I mean, I think as an industry, you guys are always known for just tremendous technical support. And, as a matter of fact, you're nominated for the 2012 Control Trends Best Support Person of the Year. And I know people look at our video that you guys submitted on behalf of the Johnson Control support team. You got quite a team supporting your product.
Yeah, I was very flattered for being nominated. I'm not in a direct support role, but I certainly do get involved with helping our technical support team uh, be successful with supporting our channel partners as well as the end customers. We've got a great staff of professionals who really care about our customers and really know our product line and are there to help. We've got, Greg Wilmer, who reports into my team. He'll go to and do the initial alpha and beta testing, as well as handle any type of ongoing support calls that might get escalated. We've got John Franz and Martin Stoppel in our field support center, and those two guys are awesome at really addressing customers' issues and making our customers feel like there's somebody there to help them with any type of technical issue they might have with our product line.
In-field support people are great. I know Robert Harlan works with us down in our area, does a great job, and other distributors that I talk to that handle your product speak very, very highly of your in-field support staff as well. So, it's no surprise to me that you guys were nominated for best. You were nominated for best support person, but also Johnson Controls was nominated for best technical support as a company. And you guys obviously nominated for the best system of the year, building automation control system of the year, and the best controller of the year. And our friend Chris Eichmann, the HVAC executive of the year. So Big Blue could be racking up some gold in Dallas at the Control Trends Awards. So when you look out into the future, what sort of things are you seeing in the future, and sort of what can we expect from Johnson Controls in the near future?
Well, from Johnson Controls, we've got a major update coming to our equipment controller line, our FXPC programmable controller line. One of the big stars of that release is going to be our new programmable VAV box controller. We already have one in our family today, but the new one is 33% smaller, has more onboard I/O, has a new state-of-the-art digital pressure sensor for accurate flow sensing at low flows. Plus, it not only comes in BACnet, but we'll have a model that supports the N2 protocol, which is really important because, as you know, some of our legacy controllers that were N2 based are nearing the end of their life and probably be phased out over the next year, 2, 3 years. And this is a great opportunity for us to provide a replacement for some of those old legacy controllers that supported the N2 protocol.
Ballpark, when do you think that'll be hitting the marketplace?
We're expected to release in February, so next month.
Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, that's exciting. So I know our Johnson Controls fans are going to be looking forward to that. And hey, maybe you got the nominee for the 2013 DDC Controller of the Year up and coming.
Yeah, that would be great. We'd be very fortunate to have that happen.
What are owners and users sort of telling you that they want, and sort of how do you see things changing in the next couple of years?
Well, I think that we'll see a continued adoption of wireless technologies. I think with Zigbee and Inocean being two different yet very powerful wireless technologies that will, because they're kind of in competition with each other, will really drive innovation. You'll see more and more sensors and controllers adopting one or both of those wireless technologies, and that really will help our system integrators and our customers save on installation costs, because that's what wireless is really intended to do, is really try to save on the installation headaches that wired installations would have. I see a continuing evolution of user interface technology. So today, when we start talking to actual operators of building automation systems, the guys that are actually using Facility Explorer. More and more of those types of guys are bringing their handheld devices, either their Androids or their iPhones, to work and try to use that to access their building automation system. So I see a more and more competitors as well as ourselves expand that offering to try to provide building automation system style information presented in a fashion that's accessible via an iPhone or an Android device or even an iPad.
Now you said something, about the trends just a second ago, Chris. You talked about seeing more and more wireless, type controllers and applications. But now, am I not mistaken? I mean, it seems like you guys really have sort of already started to incorporate that with your FX product line.
Yeah, we have actually two ways of you can do wireless. For simple wireless sensing, like if you wanted to attach a temperature sensor or a humidity sensor to one of our controllers, you can do it wirelessly. And the neat thing about our wireless sensing system is that the components are modular. So if you've got a controller, you don't need to get a different wireless controller. Instead, you add a wireless receiver. And if you wanted to start getting into more wireless capabilities, we have the wireless field bus network, which allows you to replace the BACnet MSTP wiring with wireless signals. And again, it's all modular. You're adding wireless routers and wireless coordinators onto existing controllers, so those controllers can actually operate in a wired installation or a wireless installation. And you can combine those capabilities and have like a hybrid wired or wired wireless installation in your facility. It makes it a really flexible system depending on the types of construction materials found inside a building.
I think that's one of the really great things about your product line, and I think you said the key word, which is flexibility. So having a product that's going to be reliable, robust, easy to set up and work with, and flexible, and you guys are very price competitive. I mean, that any way you cut it, I think that's a winning combination.
We've got a couple of other things coming out in that same release coming out in February. We've got a couple of controllers that have embedded real-time clocks that support onboard scheduling, alarming, and trending. We've got new network sensors, both wired versions and wireless versions, that have occupancy detection. So now you can add occupancy control strategies into your control system, save more energy. We're currently at the tail end of migrating to the latest release of Niagara, the 3.7 release of Niagara. So our FX supervisory controllers will take advantage of all the new features inside Niagara, like the new graphics and the new history service that's in there. So we're excited about that.
There you have it, Chris Lane, 2012 Controltrends nominee for the Best Support Person of the Year, representing Johnson Controls here on this call. Chris, we want to thank you and your team at Johnson. For our viewers who don't know, Johnson Controls stepped up to the plate. They're a platinum sponsor of the 2012 Controltrends Awards, which are just going to be off the chain, if I can use a technical term. And Chris, we appreciate you very, very much.
Appreciate it. Big fan of Controltrends. I think I go on your website every night when I get home from work, find a lot of information about the industry and about what people are doing, what our competitors are doing, what our customers are thinking. Like to hear the good and the bad and the ugly, and Sarah Connor Chronicles and all that stuff. So
yeah,
glad to be here. Sarah's
been a bad girl. She hasn't been blogging lately. Somebody's gonna have to find that girl and spank her or something. Get her back on track.
Yep.
Well, thanks again, Chris.
Great. Thanks, Eric.
So listen, for all you guys out there, you probably didn't know we had Kenny Rogers as a customer. Now this is what Kenny's doing. He's giving the music up now. He's working for Johnson Controls. He's rocking and rolling. Is the control industry more fun than singing? Definitely. If you need to control it or measure it, Stromquist & Company has a control solution for you.